Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Kindred Kitchen. My name is Pam, and V is behind the camera.
Hey guys.
And we are the Kindred Vegans, and today we are going to be making my homemade barbecue sauce. This is whole food plant-based, it is oil-free, super delicious. My family loves it. It is perfect for any picnic or gathering that you're having, not just in the summertime, but year-round. We use this year-round. And I have a whole lot of ingredients here, but before we get started, make sure you go down into the comment section, give us a thumbs up, say hello if you make your own barbecue sauce. I know there are so many brands out there on the market, on the store shelves, but it is really hard to find one that doesn't have oil or that's vegan, that doesn't use a Worcestershire sauce, that has fish paste in it or anything like that. So it's really hard to find. And so you may find this a delicious alternative. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button and show us some love. And let's get into it now. Okay, I have a whole bunch of ingredients here. This is my homemade barbecue sauce. I know you're gonna love it. I know your family's gonna love it. Let's take a look at what I've got here. It's about 3/4 of a cup of chopped onion. It's like a medium-sized onion if you want to use the whole onion, you don't want to have any left over. I've got a cup of ketchup. I have some vegetable broth. This is my homemade vegetable broth, and I say about a half a cup. But what I do is I add vegetable broth to the consistency that I want my barbecue sauce. So it may vary a little bit in your recipe. I have a 1/4 cup of molasses. I have 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. I have a tablespoon of lime juice. I have a tablespoon of tamari. I have a tablespoon of Worcestershire. And I have a tablespoon of mustard. And this is just out of an organic shelf yellow mustard. And then I have my dry here, 1 tablespoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. I will be using a pinch of nutmeg, so I don't have that poured out, but that's all, just a little tiny bit of nutmeg. And then this is my husband's hot sauce. So if I'm using a store brand hot sauce, I will use 1 or 2 shakes. They usually shake pretty well, but my husband, I know he likes his really spicy. So he makes a really hot sauce. So I'm just gonna use maybe a half a teaspoon of this. And it comes out a mild barbecue sauce. You may want it a little spicier. If you want it a little spicier, by all means, add a little bit more cayenne or add a little bit more hot sauce and it'll bring up the heat. Okay, so let's go over to the stove and we will start with the onions. I'm not gonna cook them in that. Let me get this in here and get a little water in case I need it. Okay, so I have water here in case I need it. You all are probably pretty familiar with cooking with, let me turn up the heat, cooking with water. I might not need it, we'll see how the onions go. But all I am going to do is cook these onions, add a tablespoon of water at a time if I see that the onions are sticking and I want them nice and translucent, and then we'll be ready to add our other ingredients. So I will be back. All right, so you can see the onions are nice and caramelized. Don't those look beautiful? And I didn't use any water. I didn't need any in the pan. So I'm gonna add some broth now. Get all the goodness off the bottom of the pan. And I probably only added a 1/4 of a cup right now of the broth because I don't want to get too much in there. It's easier to add more than it is to take it out. Sounds like something my mom would say. Okay, so we're just going to start adding all of our other ingredients in.
So do the onions just stay in there like chunks?
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep. You could probably add like a garlic, some garlic in here too if you wanted to. Okay, lemon juice, tamari. Here's my molasses. And the mustard. My dry seasonings here.
It smells good already.
And then I'm just gonna do a, oh, that was loud. I'm just gonna do a little pinch of nutmeg. Let me stir this up because I can see it wants to boil. See, I really don't know that I need more liquid.
Yeah.
You're going to bring this up to a boil, but I'm going to put a shake of hot sauce in there. I do want to say, when you're cooking, make sure you're reading labels. I think we say that all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
Because some companies put in the weirdest ingredients.
And you know, they change it all the time too.
Yeah. Things you would never expect to be in something. Okay, let me put in just a little bit. This has a big open egg, so I do have to be careful. I'm just going to add a little. I think I've got, trying to get it off the edge here.
The spice.
Yeah, I got it on the edge of my spoon. Stir that in, bring it up to a boil. And while that's coming up to a boil, I want to say that before I was, trying to lose weight, and right now I'm not doing tempeh or tofu right this moment because I'm trying to lose weight, but my family loves tempeh in this sauce. You just cube it up, add some of this sauce, bring it up to a nice simmer so everything is nice and hot. Put it on a nice whole grain bun or a whole grain piece of bread, and it is delicious.
I think air frying it would be delicious too.
Yeah, it would be. And I also bake beans with this. My normal baked beans is I soak either Great Northern or navy beans, and then I add a little bit of brown sugar, a little molasses, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and a whole onion, and I put that in, put it in my bean pot. I have a bean pot. And pop that in the oven for a few hours, and then when it's done, I will add some of this barbecue sauce, and it gives it a very barbecue, nice flavor. So that's another way to use barbecue sauce. And we have another way that's coming up. I think we're doing it in May. So you'll see another way of using this barbecue sauce as well. So this is coming up nicely here. And I really have no way to plate this, so I'm just going to show you. This is what it looks like.
The color is perfect.
Let me turn off the burner. And that is what it looks like. And if you want it thicker, just don't add as much of the vegetable broth. If you want it thinner, you can add more. And sometimes molasses vary in flavor too, depending on the brand that you get. So you may want to, taste it and see if it needs something, if it's spicy enough for you, if it's not spicy enough for you. And there you have it. That is my and my family's homemade, vegan, oil-free, whole food, plant-based barbecue sauce. Great for our summer coming up with all the picnics and everything. So I hope you enjoy your day. Okay, now go down below and hit that little like button and share this video with somebody you think could use this video, or a friend of yours that does barbecue. Let them try it out and let us know how you like it. We want to hear from you. Now, before you leave, I want you to go over to kindredvegans.com, sign up for our newsletter. We'll send you a couple of freebies in your email, and we will see you next Wednesday. Bye now.